Wow. Okay. So just shortly after we learned about a brand new weather impact peak pay, bonus pay for you as a DoorDash Dasher, something pretty big hitting a lot of marketplaces right now, Sunday evening at the time of filming this video. Let me know if you're affected by severe weather, by this weather impact pay. I mean, I'll show you here briefly what this weather impact pay is, and I'll leave our initial stream on this linked down below as well. We see during times of inclement weather, DoorDash may offer this weather impact pay here. And what's really interesting is how it affects you as a Dasher. Now, here's the thing. We're taking a look at this pay, and it is showing the customer an additional fee. A fee because of, in this case, snow. So DoorDash is saying, okay, during bad weather, demand for delivery can dramatically outpace the number of available Dashers, as you can see here. When it's not a matter of safety, but a matter of balancing the marketplace, customers may see a new weather impact fee that goes 100% to the Dashers making deliveries in the impacted area. That was the initial announcement of this weather impact fee. And then they said, okay, well, we'll provide real-time alerts. We'll send you push notifications around the clock for a whole litany of different weather-related issues. Extreme heat or cold, fires, floods, hurricanes, etc. We may change the marketplace to pick up only. So we don't want someone driving, but you can go pick it up if you want, if you're the customer. Or outright suspending operations. And that's exactly what I just noticed here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So you got to let me know if DoorDash is still even available in your marketplace to dash right now. So I noticed this going out. It says, Dasher, due to severe weather, we are temporarily halting operations in one or more starting points in your area. We'll let you know when we resume operations. Be safe and take care. Completely shut down. Well, I shouldn't even say that. I shouldn't say completely shut down. Maybe like you might see here in Indianapolis. Thanks for joining the live. And if you missed the live, make sure to click the notification bell. But okay. They say, well, temporarily, and it's saying in what? One or more starting points. Okay. So this text message just came through an hour ago at the time of filming this here in Pittsburgh. And I'm seeing more Dashers shut down, veto, in Stamford, Connecticut. Rose shut down, North Carolina. Joshua shut down, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, and Philadelphia. I'm coming to you from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So I got this text message, right? And then this. Take a look. And you got to let me know, is your marketplace shut down? Lamar, New York, and New York City also completely shut down. So if you're a DoorDash courier, if you're a Dasher, you can't even go online. You can't make any money. Listen, I've done gig work since 2015 in different marketplaces. If you can like this video, I'd appreciate it. You know, bringing this to you and just voicing off with other Dashers here. I signed up for DoorDash 2018. I've seen nationwide glitches that brought the Dasher platform down. I've seen different kinds of glitches. This isn't a glitch. This is intentional. So look, this is what it's going to look like. Area shut down due to severe weather. More shutdowns. St. Louis from Robin. I appreciate you sharing that. I'm going to show you the real-time status that I saw as well. Now, look at the different sub marketplaces. Pay attention to that as well. DoorDash said, well, it could be one or more starting spots or starting zones. Sub marketplace, basically, right? So this sub marketplace with the outline, you can see in the small text above, PA Mount Lebanon Green Tree, it's shut down. But notice all the other sub marketplaces, they're also grayed out. So take a look at this. We zoom out even more. We have eastward facing marketplaces, Greensburg. I'm just talking about the different, outlines here. East marketplace is shut down. Look up north, Ross Township. And again, I'm just kind of giving some flavor of Pittsburgh here, but you can just look at the sub marketplaces. They're all gray. They're all shut down. I'm thinking, okay, how far does this go? And I zoomed out even further. It is the entire, basically, service area here in Western Pennsylvania. And that's why I wanted to come on here and talk to you, because it seems like Courtney and others that a lot of marketplaces are shut down, but maybe not. So one marketplace is open. Maybe let me know what marketplace you're in, if you're open or closed. So let me show you. I want to show you exactly what I saw here. Let's follow this workflow together and exactly where I saw this. So this is, of course, here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Here is what's happening. Step by step screens of what's going on. So you need to let me know if this is happening to you as well. We can see we're zooming out the entire marketplace. There is no sub marketplace that's available. As you can see here, we're just tapping and looking at different sub marketplaces. Nowhere in Western Pennsylvania. I don't think I have ever seen this. Now, you'll also see, instead of Dash Now or Dash, you can see that survey right there. A weather safety check. So what's really fascinating, Texas closed down. We've already seen what? Philadelphia closed down. Connecticut closed down. So feel free to share in the live chat or in the comments down below. All these different sub marketplaces, if you tap on it, you can't go online. You can't make money. Is that a good or bad thing? Mississippi shut down. And I'm even checking my app an hour later, and it's still shut down. And I anticipate through this evening, most, I might argue all of these sub marketplaces will continue to be shut down. I'm going to come back to you here in a second, because I want to show you exactly what's going on here. But we've never really seen something like this. I just want to talk to you about, is this a good thing or a bad thing? Right? Let me know. So let me come back to you. I really want to ask you if you think this is a good thing or a bad thing. You can't go online. You can't dash. Let's compare the pros and the cons. Let's compare. Should this matter to you? Because none of these marketplaces are open. Again, we can zoom in. And one more time. Even closer to where I would typically dash, and I can't dash. Pros and cons. Pros, look. I mean, number one is safety. DC is shut down. Number one is safety. But we have Omaha's open. Okay. And some of the more, southern marketplaces, Huntsville, Texas, Texas open. But if you're affected by this winter front that's coming through, that's what this right here, this weather impact pay is. I've never seen something like this. Not in recent memory. So pros, safety. We just talked about this. I can leave the initial announcement video of weather impact pay down below. I don't want you out there. I'm sure DoorDash does not want you out there if it's unsafe. And yeah, they kind of know the vehicle that you have. If you have something on the account, but they really don't want you out there if it's going to be hazardous. Secondly, it's a pro because how many restaurants are still open affected by severe weather? Either they've closed early, they're completely closed, and or they're short-staffed. Now, there's the inverse for customers, right? There is a surplus of orders being placed from customers. If everyone's stuck, if everyone can't drive anywhere and there's severe weather, then there's a massive imbalance, which is why DoorDash offered this, the weather impact pay for you. It's the fee to the customer, and that fee goes to you, 100% of it. So with safety being number one, they said, okay, listen, we obviously know the forecasts. We're following this stuff closely in all these other marketplaces. Do it. Now, my next question, what causes this switch to fall? Where's the flag that says just 2 hours ago, we were fine? We were fine, and it was snowing all last night at the time of filming this. So I guess Saturday night into Sunday now. What caused this complete shutdown? Here's my guess. Maybe you can share in the live chat or the comment section. I'm thinking as we were following the weather impact pay, right at kind of dusk, sundown, right at sunset, it seemed that was part of the flag. So now you got to throw in snow. It's still coming down. But then you're going to throw in visibility. So now we have snow, possible ice. I can't even see the road as well. Visibility. Maybe that's what flagged this. Maybe that's what caused this to actually kick in. You know, the shutdown. I don't know. It could have been increased forecasting for even more snow. It could be, you know, pick and fill rates. It could be like, well, you know what? Orders are surging like crazy and it's going up and more people are ordering. We cannot fill these offers. So to protect the customer's experience and obviously, you know, always safety, then we're going to close it. I don't know. So that's my guess. It's a combination of one or most likely several of those things. Forecasting, supply imbalance, visibility, all of that. So let me show you again, actually what is happening here. So what you're looking at right here, this was my account, my Dasher account just an hour ago when I first noticed this. So what you're going to see is all of the sub marketplaces where you would typically dash in your marketplace. They're all shut down. That was surprise number one. It was not, in fact, one or two stops like DoorDash said. It was the entire service area. And like Mockingjay says with the super chat, I appreciate that. Winter is coming. Winter is here, folks. And of course, I mean, it's no surprise to you. I mean, you know your marketplace. We all know the seasonality right now, but we don't really know how this affects the dashing platform. This is really kind of the first time, again, that I've remembered seeing something that shuts down the entire platform. Now, they've done this before, sure. They've had severe weather protocols. It's not just DoorDash. And you know what? That actually makes me think, why not? Let's just check right now. You can check with me right now as well. Your other gig apps. You know, I noticed this from DoorDash. Wait a minute. I didn't get any pop-ups or texts or push notifications. Number one, from Uber. Number two, from Grubhub. Where are the other closures? Where's the other safety responsibility? Let's open up Uber right now. Can I still go online with Uber? Let's find out. And if you want to mirror this, maybe let me know if you can go online with other gig apps. So maybe, do you think DoorDash is being the most responsible with your safety? And are other platforms taking a little bit more of a risk, or is DoorDash doing a little bit too much? They don't need to do all this. What do you think? Let's see if I can go online right now. And just for a little context, on rideshare, it says $21 extra. $21 extra per ride, which is insane. I'm going to keep this up if you're just joining. I'm not going to say nationwide, but there's prevalent, complete marketplace shutdowns. I mean, that's real. That's not clickbait. There's entire service zones that are shutting down on DoorDash right now. The Dasher platform, subsequently the customer and merchant platform as well. So let's see if I can go online right now. I don't know if you heard that tone. It says you got to take a picture of yourself. So let me do that right now. We took a picture. Are they going to put me online? Usually there's a sound when you go online, but I am now online. Wow. Well, let's go offline because it's going to be absolutely nonstop on Uber. So Uber, I can still go online with $21 incentives. And just so you know, what was that incentive they sent me? They were sending a $12.80 about 6-ish mile ride share with a $4 boost. Well, surge, I should say, not. So why am I getting a $4 surge when I'm sitting right next to a $21 surge? That's always been the thing with surge zones on Uber. Next, up to the plate, Grubhub. And again, you feel free to open your gig apps and let me know if you can go online as well. Arkansas, apparently not. All right. So we've seen parts of Florida, parts of Texas open, but most everyone else on the East Coast closed. If you're on the West Coast, Pacific Northwest, maybe, let us know. If you're on the West Coast, you're like chilling right now. So, but I know a lot of other marketplaces are not. No pun intended. All right, let's go online with Grubhub. Can I? Here we go. Let's slide to go online. There's no sound to go online with Grubhub. I am online. It says taking offers. And what's fascinating is I think they remapped the service zone. Well, they did, but I feel like they revamped it again. So we are taking offers on Grubhub. And I'm really surprised I haven't gotten one yet because everything is slammed. I imagine I'm going to get one any second, which kind of tells you maybe even on insane weather, is that how small Grubhub is now? I just did a Grubhub shift. If you want to watch it, I can leave it linked below. So yeah, parts of Florida open. Vegas is fine. Vegas is chilling. Thanks for joining from Vegas. Indiana, Kentucky closed. Yeah, see these smaller platforms, Roadie's still open. If you're just joining, tons of marketplaces are completely closed on DoorDash, but only DoorDash. Who else can we try? Let me try. I'm in the background right now, but I'll keep you posted. Don't worry. Let's try Amazon Flex Instant Offers. If you didn't know, Amazon last mile delivery service, Amazon Flex, you can go online for instant offers. You pop over to the whole. There's Grubhub. There's Grubhub. So they're offering me a $9.84 food delivery for 4.8 miles in a winter storm. $9.84, 4.8. There is zero bonus pay, it seems, with that kind of an offer. That is pretty astounding. Basically normal pay from Grubhub. Frankly, I don't know even if their algorithm is considering inclement weather. But let's hop over to Amazon. And let's see if we can go online with instant offers. Here are instant offers with their new instant offer map. Again, this is Amazon Flex. You can see I'm offline right now. And those icons are Whole Foods, I believe. Yes, because instant offers, it's not an instant offer at the warehouse because there's warehouse delivery on Flex. This is the Whole Foods. So let's go online. And I'm online with instant offers on Amazon Flex. So Flex, I can go online. Grubhub, I can go online. Uber Eats and Uber, I can go online. We'll hop offline there. Wow. Who else can we try? Shipped, Instacart. I hope you get the point here. I mean, let me show you this again. What is this going to do to your actual earnings? And is this responsible? Why is no one else doing this? Why is no one else shutting down their marketplaces for gig work? Ohio closed. Shipped is a lot of orders, but I don't know who's doing them, you know? So Shipped having some issues there possibly. Speaking of, I'm trying to log into Shipped right now. Let's do that. And let me know if your marketplace is open or not. We also have Instacart. I can pull up Instacart. Okay. Instacart is asking for another selfie check. They need the whole license and everything. Okay, we'll do that later. You get the point. So I just wanted to show this to you. Here's the more spread out screenshot right here. Entire sub marketplace. Well, not even that. Entire market. Entire market. I mean, this extends basically out of state. This is as far as I can see, you know, on DoorDash. New York City closed. Now, Nick says sending $150 Instacarts. Look, if there's one thing that I would caution you on, you know, doing gig work for as long as I have, being if you can get safely to the grocery store for Instacart, what about making that delivery? I mean, you're not carrying a dasher or a hot and cold bag, even a pizza bag. Now you're carrying like 15 bags from Walmart or insert grocery store here of your choice. Please be careful. I can't recommend, honestly. We've talked about, I won't get too much into that. You know, you can watch the first video on this winter impact pay, but I can't recommend that you get out there and try to navigate streets and neighborhoods doing Instacart, you know, carrying that. I said, wait 24 hours, wait 48 hours. It'll be a lot better, you know, from at least what we're experiencing right now. North Carolina closed. Again, Connecticut closed. The survey. Yeah, let's go back to that. So there it is. Okay, great. Let's talk about the survey. We have not talked about the survey yet. So you get the point. Markets are closed, but then it says take survey down there. Wait a minute. Don't leave this video. Take survey. Oh, okay. Well, let me, and as I did here, I tapped on it. Weather safety check. There was a severe event in your area. Do you think it's safe to dash right now? Super simple. Yes, it's safe. No, it's not safe. Are the roads clear and free of hazards or obstructions? Yes, they are. No, they aren't. Please share more details. Describe what you're seeing around you. What is DoorDash going to do with this? Remember, listen, they're like the only gig app. Who else can I check that's pausing their services right now? Skipcart, 27 minutes ago, said new orders just dropped. Go online and start earning now. That's 7-Eleven owned Skipcart. Actually, did we check? Oh yeah, Instacart needs the update. Okay. And Shipt needs a login, so I don't want to waste your time. What about GoPuff? Let's check GoPuff real quick. Now with GoPuff, typically you have to be at the warehouse to go online, like within their little radius. Can I go online? Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Initiating. And wait, okay, it didn't put me online. It's asking me to update settings here. We're on a new phone since, so maybe there's a few little setting things that it wants me to do. Let's try it one more time. Oh, yep, it wants a whole update to my profile. So, but the point is, it looks like GoPuff will let me go online as well. But let's get back to the survey. So, what are they going to do with this? Here's my guess. This is basically, in part, it's a survey metric, obviously. It makes me think of what's called a net promoter score. A net promoter score. So if you've ever bought something online, any service online, anything, you know, even in person, I got an oil changed at my dealership, and then they send you a survey. How likely are you to recommend us to a friend? How much did you enjoy our service? How likely is it that you'd use us again? 1 to 10, right? So net promoter saves typically like 8 plus or 7 plus if the customer or end user rated anything from that point and higher. That's a good thing. And the company measures this like, oh, great, we have a positive net promoter score. Anything below it, it doesn't matter what you rate. Anything below it is a negative. It's going to bring down that net promoter score, and they're going to look at different reasons why. So this is basically the only thing DoorDash is probably going to care about in a market is this is a simplified version. What is the ratio of yes, it's safe, no, it's not safe? They will only use this in part. I can imagine this is probably like maybe 15, 20% of their decision. You know, they're going to make the decision themselves. They're probably checking with, you know, experts, maybe local representatives, field managers for DoorDash. I don't know. But then sure, then they'll consider this data as well. If 90% of Dashers, and I don't even know how they would weigh respondents, if there's certain profiles, if those profiles vote, it's more substantive. I don't even know if that's a word, but you get the point. Then they'll say, okay, 90% of Dashers are saying it's fine. We check with our external resources, let's say in Pittsburgh, they say it's pretty fine. Then we'll turn it on. And they're going to have meetings. I know it's a weekend. It's a weekend evening, but I guarantee you they're still talking, you know, Slack channels and whatnot. Hello guys, if you're watching, you're lucky. I can look out the window and you can look out your window. Let me know what you see. I'm not bitter that I'm not in California. No. But then they're going to make the decision. You get the point. Should you fill this out? Oh, there's another question. Should you fill this out? And if you fill it out, will it help you get back on the road and making money? Right? I'm testing Earn by Time right now. I did a shift yesterday, new video coming very soon, so make sure to subscribe. Subscribe to your Driver Mike Side Hustle Variety Show because I'm testing Earn by Time. So stay tuned. Individually, no, this is not going to do anything to activate service faster on your own, right? But if you want to contribute to that data pool, because that's basically what it is, if you feel like genuinely it's not safe and you want to voice that, or genuinely you feel like, guys, like, come on, unlock it, it's fine out, voice that. If you don't care, if you don't dash that much, then it doesn't matter. If you have nothing to do, go ahead, fill it out. But if you feel a certain way, go ahead. I would say just be honest, really. Because your one vote, yeah, it has some weight to it. But again, they're not going to use this in full. They're going to consider this stuff. Just be honest. It's not going to make a huge difference. If you think it's like not quite safe and you put yes, it's not going to magically unlock, the marketplace. Take a look, by the way, if you're just joining. Actually, let me show you the entire process if you're just joining. Marketplaces all across, we'll say the East Coast, are getting shut down. Michigan is open though, question mark? Really? Ann Arbor, Michigan is open. I mean, I feel like you'd get a lot of there's lake effect snow up there, right? Certainly, I would imagine you're getting a lot of snow up there. But yeah, I mean, we're getting a lot of snow in Pennsylvania. Cobb is apparently dashing a little bit more south. Okay, you're in South Carolina. Okay, that's a little swing area. Kind of depends where the system's at, right? But there you go. Virginia. Oh my gosh, don't test me on geography. That's more northern, right? Shut down. We've seen, and it obviously states that are more heavily impacted here in Pennsylvania, New York City, New York at large, shut down. Connecticut, shut down. Ohio, shut down. So let me do this. Let me take your questions. I want to see how you're responding to complete area shutdown here. Is this going to affect your pay? Do you care? You're like, it's fine, dude. I'm going to get out there tomorrow or Tuesday. Is this going to affect your pay? Why is it just DoorDash? Do you think that's fair? Do you think that more gig apps should shut down as well? Do you think DoorDash should maybe keep a little bit more bonus pay tomorrow or Tuesday or whenever the snow's gone to maybe make up for some of your lost pay? Do you feel like that? Do you feel like this is fair? And why not? Let me take those questions.